A Day at the Beach is Roman Polanski's lost masterpiece. This 1970 film is based on the 1962 book by Dutch author Hare Haresma. The script was written by Polanski, who was originally intended to be the director. However, the picture ended up being directed by Simon Hesera, a little-known director whose only other work is the documentary Ben-Gurion Remembers from 1972 about David Ben-Gurion, Israel's first prime minister. A Day at the Beach was produced by Polanski's longtime collaborator Gene Gutowski, who produced a number of Polanski's pictures, such as Repulsion, Cul de Sac, The Fearless Vampire Killers, and The Pianist. The striking thing about this little-known picture is that, according to Robert Evans, Polanski was editing this film in London when his wife Sharon Tate was murdered at her home in Benedict Canyon in Beverly Hills. This haunting picture, both contextually and narratively, which saved Polanski's life, is about a day in the life of Bernie, played by Mark Burns, a self-destructive alcoholic who takes his friend's daughter Winnie, played by Betty Edney, a young girl with a leg brace, out for the day. Although Winnie calls Bernie uncle, the man is likely her biological father. This film is set in a rundown Danish seaside resort, and over the course of the day, the two encounter various people, most of whom Bernie alternatively criticizes and makes fun of and scams for alcohol, while Winnie is often left alone and must take care of herself. A Day at the Beach is a film you will never forget. It is an incredibly impacting, moving, and tragic picture. This film is very upsetting and heartbreaking, as we learn that Bernie is not a bad person at heart, but just cannot help but hurt other people and forget about Winnie due to his own problems and due to his alcoholism. A Day at the Beach is an incredibly engaging and fantastic film. Among the people Bernie and Winnie meet throughout their destructive day are Jack McGowran, the great Irish actor from Polanski's The Fearless Vampire Killers and from The Exorcist, and Peter Sellers, who appears in the film as a surprise and plays a gay shopkeeper, practically the film's only funny moment. The two also meet Eva Dahlbeck, Maurice Roeves, Graham Stark, and Fiona Lewis. When the film was completed, it was never released in theaters. However, it played limited runs at film festivals since, and the picture exists on DVD in the US. Polanski's other forgotten film is actually his segment from the 1964 anthology film The World's Most Beautiful Swindlers. This film consists of 5 segments about women who swindle men in 5 different cities around the world, all connected by a song sung by Serge Gainsbourg, and each segment is directed by a different director. This picture was unavailable for many decades until it was restored and released on DVD in 2017, but Polanski's segment River of Diamonds was removed at his personal request. Polanski's segment, filmed and set in Amsterdam, is about a French girl played by Polanski's then-girlfriend, Nicole Hillertane, who flirts with a Dutch man and then steals his diamond necklace. Strangely enough, although Polanski pulled this segment out of the new release because of probably disliking it, according to the book Roman Polanski, A Life in Exile by Julia Ain Krupa, the critics enjoyed his segment. However, the picture overall was a failure. Having seen River of Diamonds, I must say it is Polanski's worst work. It just simply does not stand up to the other 4 segments, and nothing creative nor original happens in it, which is uncommon for a Polanski work. The only positive thing I can say about this segment is that it is funny at parts, particularly the Dutchman character, and the scene when the two are in the house and when the swindler steals his necklace. Lastly, Polanski's first ever film, Rower, also known as Bicycle from 1955, the director's first ever film that he made when he was 22 years old, is about a boy, played by Polanski himself, who wants to buy a bicycle from a character played by Adam Feucht. This short student film was based on a real incident in Roman Polanski's life. There was a mix-up in the film lab, and only part of Polanski's film was returned to him, which made the director devastated as apparently he was very proud of what he shot. Thank you for watching, and see you next Friday and every Friday.